y'all. Let's see, is this working? Looks like it's working. Alright, I think the volume is better today. I adjusted it a bit. Welcome, friends, Space Fam, 6:53 p.m. Eastern on the East Coast, Central Florida, coming at you live again. Hopping in the chat room right here. What's up, Kat? You're first. Rainbows and Butterflies, Meek on Her, NGC. Great to see y'all. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's kind of congested today after all the yapping yesterday, so it's going to be a music-heavy stream. Still on the back porch. Got a ton of clouds tonight. We got a beautiful waxing crescent, 23% illuminated moon. Jupiter is riding along right above the moon, really beautiful and bright. So hopefully we're going to get some nice shots of Jupiter. Saturn and Venus, kind of a little bit too hard in terms of visibility tonight, but we'll see. Hope everyone had a great day. Last night's show was super duper fun. I was buzzing all night after it, but definitely kind of wore me out because I went right for like intense discussion or intense monologuing, but paying for it a bit today. NGC says, I was watching a live stream of the Comet Leonard last night. I told them all about electrical comets. Heck yeah, love that. I haven't had a chance to really check into Comet Leonard. I was looking at some of the events that are coming up this month, and yeah, we're gonna have some interesting ones. So I'm gonna try and stream as much as possible this month. I'm excited for it. Electric comets, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that just have to keep pressing, and eventually 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 people will kind of catch the drift, and then kind of those people will create a new plasma layer of understanding, and hopefully also by osmosis people will just listen in and kind of get a clue about it. But it's so much more interesting to talk about it from that perspective. In fact, I had a wonderful conversation today with somebody I had no idea was interested in this sort of stuff, and we had like a 2-hour conversation. That's probably why I'm also a bit tired right now, but man, what a great conversation about physics, about the universe, about consciousness, everything I talked about yesterday. He had some wonderful views as well, and we rapped for a couple hours. Crazy. So, some people know. Am I facing west-south or south-southwest? I'm facing south-southwest right now. So the porch is just like a 180 looking south, but the left side has all these trees. So thankfully it is south-southwest right now. And the moon is like perfect altitude and perfect distance in terms of cardinal direction for us to have visibility, like great visibility. NGC says they asked questions. I was so happy. Heck yeah, I love to hear those kind of stories. I think it's shifting a little bit, you know, like it's not everybody's going to catch it. People are still really talked about it like they're seduced by this language, you know, the spooky language, or like really, oh yeah, we'll never know, we're just so tiny. So, you know, people get very dissuaded into looking at things, but over time, I think people are really curious at the core, because that's what drives us, right? So good. Keep spreading the discourse far and wide. So we got this gorgeous moon, pretty cloudy. I'm gonna chill with y'all, have a drink, have a smoke, play some tunes. Since y'all are early, I'm gonna treat you to. I uploaded all the demos, so these are not done by any means, but what are 10 new songs? We're gonna play them tonight. Or at least a few of them. All right, what is the one I'm going to start with? Let's do, this one's the most complete. Y'all have heard Dark Rums before, but I just added some stuff to it, and I'm close to finishing it, but I really think it's starting to sound pretty good. So let's listen to some Dark Rums together and let our space fam trickle in. Jupiter soon. I can feel like the way I can feel like the waves. I can feel All right, that was Dark Rums, getting closer to being final. What's up there? More Jello, please. Enjoy the, do whatever you like. Kick back and jam, play some tunes. All good by me. Arum Vorax, what's happening? Welcome. NGC says this song gets me horny. I love it. All right, let's do another one here. This one is called Helion. And, like parahelion or aphelion. I got Venus in view. Noticed that it was actually a little bit clearer down there. Moon is getting bombarded by clouds. So let's look at Venus for a bit. It's pretty incredible that we get this shot. Again, just so amazing that we can see all these planets just like that. Helion coming in.
Stay could oversee. We believed our peers lived in the ground, tried to feel love. Will we ever know? Deep inside the demigo, bring along the artistry of insane inside the indigo. Does it go? Don't get it wrong. Just let it roll. The rhythm's insane. It's all inside me. The music's in the breeze. It's all the same. The rhythm's a game. It's all inside you. True love can make you move. Endless perplex inside me. Only one memory of your heart. Endless perfect. There's only one memory of your star. Endless perplex. There's only one thing to do now. Just dance, come on. Inside of the web of the fabled mind. Oh baby, just take me. Setting our world on fire. Oh baby, just take me. The song is endlessly perplex. Lucid only endlessly index. So much wonder goes so long that we must leave the sands of time. Sail back all days. Say that you're ready, babe. But you know I've been reaching. I know I've been saying the back all babe. Each and every day. Immersing your feedback. Now sliding your seat back. Endless perplex. Only one memory of your heart, endless perplex. Only one memory of your star, endless perplex. But there's nothing left to do now but dance, come on.
Hey, what's up there, y'all? Thanks for all the kind comments on the tunes. I see some more people joining. Maktub, how you doing? Powerful, chill music to sit back, unwind, and think deeply. Love that comment. I see Debbie Carson. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. More Jello. What's happening? Oh, I said hi, More Jello. Sorry. I'm a little spacey, I'll be honest. My chair's creaking, the clouds are moving, a little distracted. What's up, Dave Stramiolo. Sorry, Stramiolo. Dave Stramiolo. Cool name. Any stray anomalies traversing the lunar surface? So tonight's a bit cloudy. Hopefully it gets a bit clearer in 30, 40 minutes once this kind of... there's usually a layer of clouds around now, so I feel like maybe we'll get a better view, and then we can get zoomed in on all these features. I have the atlas pulled up. I want to talk about Mare Crisium and the shapes, the hexagons on the surface of the moon. Right to the left of Mare Crisium, Sea of Tranquility is starting to get visible right under the Terminator. Underneath that, Mare Fecunditatis, Sea of Fecundity or Fertility, Langrenus Crater, half of Mare Nectaris, and tons of great features starting to appear. This is like one of my favorite phases, but we're going to wait till it clears up a bit more. What's happening? Mary Quite, Ellie Wynn, right after each other. Dang. Welcome. And Z Proxy, what's happening? Robert Gaio, what's happening? Jake Kent, yeehaw. What's happening, brother? Long time. Who else we got? Let's see. Alright, I think I got everybody in there. So yeah, stray anomalies, let's see what's going on with that. NGC says, I think an ice age is coming, but I don't know, maybe an ice age, but we'll see. I think climate is like panpsychic, so it's happening in different ways across the planet. I don't know if the whole planet is going to go into a deep freeze all at once, but it definitely seems like climates are changing from region to region, almost moving like magnetic fluxes, like when you see those spectrum magnetic fields kind of breaking, reconnecting. I feel like weather patterns follow electric field lines, so potentially weather will change dramatically, but maybe not as dramatically as movies may portray it. Morgello has given me nice compliments on the bass of that last song, so thank you. I appreciate all the feedback about the music. These last few have all been demos from the past few months, because I don't know, I got back into my writing phase, which is awesome. Sometimes you spend a few months not writing something, you're like, that's it, I've written my best material, it's over. But thankfully I got my writing spurt back, and these are all brand new and kind of in progress songs for y'all. I don't care if they're not perfectly mixed, it's just a vibe. So, thanks, yes, Old World Italian, says Dave Sterniola. Love it. Okay, cool. Morgello says, my mic is a tad hot though and dry. Where the effects, lol. So I have the Yeti mic right now. I'm on the back porch, so I don't have my Logic set up where I have the nice SM7B and a touch of reverb. Yeah, it's not as dynamic as I'd like it to be, but I think I just got to work it right now. If it's hot, I'm just trying to make sure, because yesterday people were saying I was too low. But yeah. Red Room, what's happening? Says, so glad you're doing good, Chris. Happy you're back. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. I feel good to be back. I really miss doing this. It's just, like I've said, I had some family stuff to deal with, or I still have to deal with, and it's so much work to kind of get this set up and going. And that's why when I was doing it regularly, I just almost did it every day, because you have to keep up that routine and the muscle memory and all the plugs ready and clean, and there's just a whole routine to it. And if you break for even a few days, I'm sure other backyard astronomers are aware of this, it kind of really messes with the routine of it. If you put away the gear, man, it really crushes you. I was like, where's that plug, and where's that keyboard, and what software do I have to update? Yeah, I always got fam stuff going on, Jake. And no, this is especially rough. When my mom moved down to Florida, and she's old and in a retirement facility, or old elder care facility, and that's definitely a different routine from the last 5 years for me. So little personal stuff, so that's why I've kind of been away for a while, but still not going to miss out on a really good astronomic season and fun streams with y'all. Dr. Ayad Hassan Kamil, what's happening? Good to see you. Jam. All right, I'll put some tunes on here. Yeah, Jake, definitely different. This year was a huge shift, plus all the work. So coming to a close with work, getting regular visits with my mom on the books, and also took the astronomy gear out. So those three factors led me back to all of y'all. Plus new songs, of course. I got hyped to play y'all some new shit. All right. All right, let's play some tunes here. Really good to see everybody. We're losing the moon here, but I'm going to see maybe I can get us some Jupy Some Jupiter. Alright, this one is called... Yeah, let's just do it. It's raw, but whatever. This is called Simile of a System.
Beside this light, summertime. Indeed, we build in the suffering white. Between the sun, up on the way. I find the bend, I sell my tail, I'm on the way. Oh, deep inside, your enemy. Finding love, find me love. Far beyond the sun, nobody will be nobody. Far beyond the signal chair, try nobody. Oh, secret time to find the bones of nobody. See the sun, so find nobody waits on the pain. Solar appeals, solar appeals. Go to the seas, rain. Solar appeals, solar appeals. Go to please don't seal the rain. Solar appeals, solar appeals. Please don't seal the pain. Solar appeals, solar appeals. Slow it that baby.
Yeah, that's a little more raw than I thought it was. So that's like a super duper. You probably have heard me play y'all some demos that are really raw, but that is just like me trying to work out a vocal line. So it's all over the place, but that's a new one, Simile of the System. Saying hi to Ryan in NC. Much love, brother. How's it going? Who else did I miss? Yeah, so we got a little bit of Jupy in the scene. A little bit of Jupy. I'm just going to figure out what moons we're looking at real quick. Pull up some Stellarium. It's pretty cloudy, but I feel like I've been able to kind of planet hop tonight. It's really good. Every time the moon's covered, go to Venus, come back to Jupes. Alright, what are we looking at with Jupies? Maybe we'll see Saturn, I don't know. I'm holding out hope. Alright, so top left we got Callisto again, and then Io, and then Europa next to Jupiter on the right, right close to it, and then Ganymede. Yo, what up, Nixon Damix? How's it going? Great to see you. And Charlie, that's who I missed. Charlie Silverman says, wish I could move to Florida instead of being stuck in commie UK. Oh, hey, good people. Yeah. All good stuff. Sorry if I'm missing your comments. It's just hard with this dark mode, per usual. Just it's a wash of white on a black screen. It's not easy to read. So those are the Galilean moons of Jupiter. Let me close this thing and put another tune here. Let's go back to stuff that I've already finished. Do some operator.
No will for the ones you left, and I crawl inside you. Fly, you're my hurricane. No sleep when I lost you. No sleep when I lost you. You're my so many words of the living and the birds below the beach. The summer, the rain. Oh, tell me the way you've been. Slide over me, slide over me. You were a dream, sweet. Beside you, fly. You're my hurricane. No sleep when I lost you. No sleep when I lost you. You're my hurricane. No fear when I lost you.
All right, that was a little Hurricane. I know it's some people's favorite song. I love that little tune. I want to re-record it one day, but I think that little moment is kind of just what it is right now, so I feel good about it. Let's see, I know some people joined. Genghis Khan, what's happening? Great to see you. Huzzah. Welcome. Just a quick reminder. Oh, Scarecrow, Strawman, what's happened, brother? Yeah, so I'll get into a few more jams here. Moon is looking rather stunning, so I'm going to adjust some images. We're looking at Earthshine on the left, the reflection or projection of Earth in its resonant plasma, reflecting and resounding with the moon and coming back to us through these optics. I also have this incredibly good Terminator line. Forgive me if I'm a little congested making funny noises, but that's how it is tonight. Congestion of a smoker. All right, and then we got this beautiful 23% illuminated going on, and some amazing features coming through, so hopefully it'll stick. Let's play a few tracks in a row. Easy E, what's happening? Yeah, what I was going to say is a quick reminder, if I miss you coming in, or a comment, or miss you going out, and a comment, just forgive me. In general, I hope no one takes that personally. It's just one of these things where I notice it way after, or not at all sometimes, so it's never personal if I miss you. I appreciate everyone coming through all the time, and you can leave whenever you feel comfortable. So, yeah, Moon Time and some of the jams that were requested. We'll do Race to Space, Electric Cats, and something else.
Inside my soul, you keep me waiting. Give you love and a common peace. Feel your pain cause it's part of me. I know you really think when your body's built. I'm amazed by the words on your lips. Give your name and a common peace. It's insane that you're part of me. Never lives from my iron wrists. It's as if everybody is the same body. Insane that you went for relief. Maybe one day you summon me. I ain't made it the way that somebody someday, but we all gonna slip. Here in space now we come in peace. Seeing things that you cannot believe. Ready to trip on the drift, we can live to do, cause I love to give you. We are the space race, we are the moonwalk, we are the franchise, we are the sequel, made of the ether. How are we still here? For your place along the space race. Standing at the headlight corner on a beach outside of heaven, across the street from where I grew up after bomb and raise. Somehow we lived, somehow we died, somehow we came back to the city side and drive through civilized genocide. We had no fight with your armies, spilled down from the Western forces. Had no love for the harmony. We bear no hate for the Western forces. When you speak out, when you sing loud, everybody wanna tear you down. But come on, come on, come on, left to make I got nothing but love to give you. We are the space race, we are the moonwalk, we are the franchise, we are the sequel, made of the ether. How are we still here? Look for your place along the space race. Beaten from the heart, I know, no lie. I've been thinking about you all night. Why? No why. I've been waiting for your white light, light. No why. Oh, I've been thinking that you should be mine. So call me up, 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 and let's get down, 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 down. So call me up, 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 and let's get down, 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 down. Oh, you send me messages across the cosmic network, and you send me pictures from across the astral plane, and you send me cryptic kisses across the matching network. So call me up, 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 and let's get down, 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 down. Je t'attends, mon amour incestuel, ainsi le monde que la même semaine, achetant leur éternel, avec en son billet. Je suis la même que ton avant et chaque jour. Je t'attends, mon amour, avec les mecs sans agrévé. Et c'est mon âme magnétique, c'est l'amour magnétique, c'est mon amour magnifique.
Or ooh la la, oh la la. All right, that was a little will-powered. I went up to Jupes, which is riding along right above the moon tonight, if you can see that in real life, IRL. Gorgeous moon, gorgeous Jupes. The clouds have cleared. What is it, 7:38 p.m. I want to say welcome to Trent and Bryce. Welcome to the chat and the channel. Trent, thanks for the sub. Renegade, what's going on? Rockstar, what's happening? Who else have I? Let me know if I missed you. Sorry if I did. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, I came up to Jupiter for a second, and this is like so I have the Nexstar 8 telescope with the Sony a6 4K, and I'm running right now a focal reducer and an extender tube on the T-ring for the Sony. So this is kind of like a really wide shot that you can get on an 8-inch scope by just creating a bit of an extension with like, I took a Barlow lens actually and removed the lens part, and so you kind of create this cool like several different sized extender tubes for these kind of crop frame 3/4 inch sensors. So yeah, love to do it because this allows us to get kind of like a wide field with an 8-inch scope, which is a bit tougher. And so you can see much more of the moon in one frame. Here you can see Jupiter kind of looks much smaller, but you see the stars around it. And it enabled me to get like a whole bunch of other things like the sun and Venus, and just seeing things in the same frame is really kind of amazing. So yeah, let's go some more tunes here. And what I'm going to do now, even though this shot is really dope, I think I want to do some zoomed in shots while it's clear. So let's zoom right into Jupiter, try and get some detail, and then we'll go back to the moon and see some close-up shots. Oh, dang, Esoteric Gold, you made it. I'm trapped between 2 YouTube streams. No! Well, you got to make a tough decision, I guess, or just like split your mind. Split your resonance into 2, bifurcate. Let's see. Or what song shall I play? Let me go back into the catalog. Let's go back a little bit. What if we did... maybe some new stuff? Wait, that's just the name of the playlist. It's not actually new, is it? What about, yeah, play little instrumentals, couple of little instrumentals. All right, this one's Sun 5, Moon 8 coming through. What up, everyone? See Jedi Princess in the chat room. What's happening, girl? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody together in the chat room. I hope I didn't miss anyone. So we are clouded out, no joke. That's how it goes. I don't know, let me know in the chat if you want me to put some, or leave this live up and just talk and jam with y'all, or do we want to look at some footage from, like 10 minutes ago? So let me know in the chat. Quickly commenting on just a little facet of the discussion about the moon, and science in general, which is this kind of like spooky or like seductive language when it comes to space, the moon, astronomy. And it's just like, whether it's the media or the editors or the YouTubers or the government, like there's this kind of like incessant desire to amplify every single, oh, it's the dark side. Oh, it's this incredible, it's baffling, it's mysterious. Now, I understand why it's done. However, I think the fact that we have a moon alone, just baseline, is already but inherently profound. So you have this layer where there's no point in creating this kind of, seductive language around the headline in order to create interest, because people are disinterested as it is. So it's clearly not working. And physics is not really working so great either, nor is astronomy. So it's one of these things that these headlines do injustice to the actual content. And then furthermore, because of the hype language and the kind of event, the marketing language of it, it's very hard to discern anything of substance from these articles. They're already very short as it is. And then you also have this kind of bite-sized or bits of information that they want to kind of catchphrase or take out of context, or just have a little quote or caption. And it makes sense in terms of where they're coming from, but again, it does a disservice to the science of it or the actual understanding of a piece. What else? Also, most of the sites about these topics are blocked by several different layers of ads, and also they're truncated as it is, so you barely get any real content. I think I'm talking about this in relation a little bit to the Chinese rovers, but pretty much any type of astronomy story or Mars story, like traveling to Mars. The detail in those stories, if you understand the topic at all, is there's a huge lack of information in these articles about radiation shielding, about trial and error, statistical results of testing certain things. It's always just this humans suck, we're going to destroy Earth. Earth is not going to survive much longer based on our behavior, therefore let's go off planet. Harald, here comes the savior, one of the billionaires, and let's do this. But for me, I think just as an earthling, it doesn't make sense to constantly do ad hoc explanations of the very area that we inhabit, this entire space. Like the fact that we're on Earth, connected directly right now to the moon and the stars, is profound beyond all profundity, if you will. And this idea that it has to be dark or mysterious or baffling or so distant or so, it's so big you'll never comprehend it. This type of language, these platitudes, are just unnecessary and unhelpful. And they don't actually serve to hype this up in a real way, because people are so confused by these headlines that it doesn't make sense. So it's a little bit of a rant on hyped scientific headlines and how they really don't, they're just not an efficient way to teach people anything. So either avoid it or approach it with a grain of salt. That's a thought. Let's see, I'm going to read some comments here. Past footage of Venus for Jedi, she missed it. Okay, I can do that. Actually, let me see, did I record that? I don't know if I recorded it. Sorry. I'll check right now, 1 second. Vorak's gonna go outside and yell the clouds to go away, BRB. I think it's working. Keep going. Yeah, exactly. um, I see that. What else? A goddess on a mountain top was burning like a silver flame, the summit of beauty and love, and Venus was her name. Venus was her name. Oh, I know that. That's something blue. What is it? Shocking blue. Goddess on a mountain top. If I sing it any further, I'm gonna get a strike, probably. Okay, love that song though. Do a live jam. I don't know. I'm sitting back in my chair and I'm not with my whole Logic set up right here, so I don't know. A dry recording might not be my best show. We'll see. I'm feeling a little bit lazy, honestly. Oh, look at this. Aram Vorax has succeeded in helping us with these clouds right here. Right, so there was another thing about... actually, let me adjust the camera first. Something about parabolic reflectors. I don't know, maybe this view? Yeah. Let's keep this view for a little bit. So how they communicate with the Chinese rover that's landed on the far side of the moon. In general, the communications between us and the moon seem, they used to seem more impossible. Wow, this is beautiful. The moon interacting with clouds is one of the coolest things, really, still. Right, so let's say there's a Chinese rover on the far side of the moon, and we have satellites at, 1 million miles away, like at the Lagrange points. And I guess it's possible to bounce a signal off these other satellites if you need a direct line of sight for comms. So that's one idea. The second idea is that you have parabolic or arcing lines of communication where you can essentially send a signal around an object. And I'm sure that technology must exist in some capacity because it's really field lines and, frequency resonance or voltage or, I don't know, I'm sure I actually just feel like the science is there to prove that these types of things could exist. And I'm sure Renegade was saying you worked on something like that, so it's pretty impressive. I love kind of talking about that tech, but really I wish it were more prevalent in terms of how they taught it to the public and how we would, just present it, even though it's out there. So then the other idea is that there is a different type of communication, and that's just, I don't want to say necessarily it's completely different than having this field communication, but yeah, I think it's probably the same. As I say it, I realize it's probably the same thing as traveling along the inherent geometry of field lines around the moon, and therefore you could probably send a signal around a total sphere. It wouldn't be improbable to me. It would be it would be more possible than not possible to me. So I don't know it for sure, but I bet you could. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of conspiracy thinking and more so just, skeptic thinking, which is that, China seems to be able to get to the moon pretty reliably now. And yet, if you really look into it, at least from whatever we can access, the photography and the footage of these missions and the renderings seem oddly, low tech compared to the actual tech it takes to get to the moon, I think. And so, we have like SpaceX and NASA presentations, 3D renderings that are like really impressive and lifelike, but the Chinese missions really are not. So nothing wrong with that. It's just that it kind of doesn't, it just reeks of something different happening. There's this kind of like layer of low tech and confusion to almost all space agencies' presentation of missions. And I know that's like a very broad statement, but if I could pull up, I could talk about a couple just off the top of my head. The Cassini missions, or the Juno missions, or even Voyager. Now, granted, we do hear about these missions a lot, but it's more about how they're presented in terms of, they just got there. Juno's just on its way to Jupiter. Super cool, guys. We're on a road trip, Jupiter. But it's to me, as somebody who loves the science of it and is quite connected to space, feels to me like it is not treated with the kind of astonishment of what this feat requires. To land a robot on another planet is astounding, is a level of technology that's like 1,000 times more impressive than anything I can possibly imagine on Earth that's happened on Earth. And then furthermore, if you take it to people, landing people on the moon and having them walk around and come back is, just astounding. That's the only word I can say that with that emphasis, because that's not the only word, but it's incredible, it's magnificent, it's profound. But more so than anything, it astounds the mind that is a possibility, that you can actually send people to the surface of another planet and bring them home. And to me, I think where my mind goes is it really easy to go to the moon? And have we done it a lot? Or is it really impossibly difficult and actually nobody can really go to the moon easily? And yet either of those topics seem much more interesting than this blasé way of people talking about the moon, where it's just like, yeah, been there, done that, super easy, guys. Like, yeah, just let's go to Mars, I'm like, guys, Mars is like 50 million miles away. Or some thereabouts. It's so far away. It's talked about in this strange, like, Twilight Zone type of, double speak, where if you don't know about it, you feel patronized. And if you do know about it, you feel like you're going mad because the way they talk about it does not feel correct. And the case in point, like when you watch Thunderbolts Project videos, or you watch Halton ARP, or you watch Pierre-Marie Robitaille, dissenting scientists with their own opinions and their own theories, they are very excited by what they're talking about. They're jumping out of their seats, almost trying to explain and articulate these really large concepts. And there's something about space where it's just treated so lightly and so blasely, and is that even a word? Blasely? Blasely. So we're getting some moonage here. I'm loving it. What can I say? But yeah, so I don't care if it changes or not. It's more so that I talk about the moon from a perspective of like appreciating the difficulty of what is claimed about the moon, and whether or not it's real or whether it happened or not. To me, that's just trying to take it at face value. It's so impressive. So I always wonder why it's not treated as impressively. And then the other thing is, I guess rovers on the moon is really, really exciting. Yet we get almost no footage that seems like the logical footage that we should be getting. And when I say that, I just mean like, go check, type in Chinese lunar missions and look at the photos. And all the photos have no type of, that just don't feel right. They just don't feel correct. And I don't know how else to put it, but for me, as somebody who watches the moon constantly, I know obviously atmospherics change how you see the moon, but being on the surface of the moon, and then furthermore, there's very little video, almost no video at all. All the approaches to the lunar surface from the global missions just don't seem right. There's just something about them that just feels funny. And that is not a scientific thing. For me, that's just a personal take on it. I could be wrong, could be right. But it just doesn't feel right. So I'm waiting here for the moon with y'all, and just let's see what's going on in the chat room. Rockstar says, how come it's taken so long to get images on the far side? So there are so many questions about that, right? There's the data transfer. There's like the survival and the health of the rover on that side. How are they testing it? Like, what are those? Where are the stats on it? How many pictures is it taking? Like, if you even just did a reference to the Martian rovers and that kind of rolling, taking photos, publishing them, like that's not happening at all with these Chinese missions, or at least it's not happening publicly. So there's that. Then there's the far side being so mysterious is also kind of one of those misnomers, because like the whole moon is incredible, and likely there, you know, the far side is a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm not trying to play it down either. I think it's very impressive, but I just don't think the implications that it's somehow more mysterious than just having a moon in general. All right, time for some tunes. Let me take a look outside and see what's going on here. This one, let's play some stuff here.
trillion bright lights. Where the hell are you? Oh, my heart is wide open, wide open, wide open. Traveling to a million far sights. Got flights, feel right, no device. Calling, are we reaching the moon? your five leaves, constraints, you call free, making sense suddenly. Job to solve me.
All right. That was a little abrupt. But we got some live moon, that's what's good, and we got some great company. I'm going for a little bit longer, as long as we can see the moon. Maybe another 30 minutes, an hour. Let's just go. So let's keep rolling with the tunes here. I'm going to kind of save my voice because I plan on doing some more streams this week. So if you're cool with that, let me know if you have questions at all about the gear or plasma science or the moon. I think it's just really gorgeous right now, and if it does clear, we'll zoom in and I'll talk a bit more about craters and stuff, but I feel like it's a vibey kind of night. So keep the smoke moving. Let's get some clarity and find us a really dope tune to vibe to. It's called Dream Fields. Hey there, Kimmy, just saying what's up. I'm gonna keep the music going here and some pre-recorded clips. That was a bit of Venus from like an hour and a half ago, and I'll do more streams. I think Venus is high enough that we'll be able to see it regularly for a little bit. So great to see everybody hanging out. Appreciate all the kind comments, and if anybody leaves and I miss them, have a great rest of your night. Just making sure. All right, maybe something new. All right, this is something new. a little rough, but it's good. Let's do it. It's called Stretch Ghosts.
Rocket drift, you let me share your armor. Left here with this painted for my own father. Just inseparable like motion and desire. All our scars have really faded, don't be tired. Just believe, soul is traveling. Just believe, soul is traveling. Oh, past the pawns on the electric solar sphere. My indescriptions of your life was near, and then you were gone. I was reflected lines, and we were erased from time. The wheel is sweet aside. No way, just believe. No way, soul is traveling. No way, traveling. Just believe. Soul is traveling. Picked up another cause, got mountains across my hair. I know it just plays a part. We know it's supposed to end. We sleep with the name we call, send in the mother tree. Got to believe it when I say that we've been here again. Got to believe it when I say that we've been here again. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me kiss you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me taste you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me test you. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here. Did you hear that I missed you? Now you're here, let me test you. Let me test you. Underneath the stars, count your numbers. Fly above the moon, feel you new. To the dark beyond, saw your umbra. Across the nature's arm, so electric blue. Underneath the stars, did you hear that I missed you? Fly above the moon. Now you're here, let me kiss you. Did you hear that I missed you? Beyond. Now you're here, let me kiss you. Nature's arm. Did you hear that I missed you? Underneath the stars. Take time to believe in the world, fill it up with everything you can for. Take time to believe in the world, fill it up with everyone you love. Take time to believe in the world, fill it up with everyone you care for. Take time to believe in the world, fill it up with everyone you love. Underneath the stars, did you hear that I missed you? Fly above the moon. Now you're here, let me kiss you. Did you hear that I missed you? Beyond. Now you're here, let me kiss you. Nature's arm. Did you hear that I missed you? Underneath the stars. left of it. Let's bring in the rest of it. Ooh, making the best of it. You left your heart at the wheel. You gotta give slowly, you got to give to reach it in the end. So, yeah, now we will float across the river. You know we will survive. The cost of life delivers. So we may survive. Keep it in our eyes. Seems like you know it's real. You know the deal. Slowly you got to feel to reach it in the end. So move on in. Raising that fire. Open your heart to the dream. Slowly we bound as pages and hold on to end. So we will survive. Just float across the river. The cost of life delivers.
All right, y'all. Gonna start wrapping it up here soon. Clouds are really moving thick, so I've just been playing some pre-recorded clips. This is Venus coming up again for those that missed it. Really appreciate everybody's presence tonight, all the newbies and OGs, and all the kind words about the music and the viz. Patrick McNellis, what's happening? You're a little bit late, but we got a little bit more going here. I'll keep the tunes going, resting my voice tonight. That was No We Can Survive, like K-N-O-W, and before that there was Mistia, and there was a new one, Stretch Ghosts, which I'm really proud of. It's like a new kind of, like, it's always interesting. There's some songs that I do that are a bit, I don't say muffled, but they are slurred a little bit, and I like those a lot, but I also like songs where I can really sing super clearly and try and, emphasize notes and words and inflect. So those last ones were like that. This one's called Defunct, and it's more of a reggae kind of dub tune, but it's the right vibe right now.
See, we're lost without you. See. See, we're lost without you. you really care for you. Only for it's inside their trouble. Could they really care for you? Only for it's insane, they want no trouble.
All right, my friends. So maybe it is clouded out tonight after all. I'm getting hungry and lucid and chill, so I think I might end it here on a cool note, on a high note. That last track was called Why Am I? And I never actually I haven't had a final version of it yet, but man, it's one of those tracks like that just came together. It has a slight kind of polymetric playing with a little bit of scat on top of it. It reminds me of this old tune that I love by Caravan called No Backstage Pass. And it's just this very light scatting that just mirrors the solo, but it's just the groove. It's about catching the pocket in a certain way. And then I achieved it on this track, and almost no other, like really no other tracks out of all the tracks have I really been able to get it this clearly. So glad y'all dug that, and appreciate all the kind words. Howie Dunn, I see you in there. Big love, Space Fam, dropping back in to share real quick, then back to trimming. Oh, Howie, you've been here, right? You're also Scarecrow? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Cool, everybody. So I hope you have a great rest of your night. I know it's a little abrupt. I'll play one song to take us out. Maybe we'll get another peek of the moon. But yeah, it looks white out. Like there's a white out, and it might drizzle, so who knows. I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to find the right jam here. I think this is a nice one. Alright, I'll catch y'all real soon, maybe tomorrow. Definitely maybe this weekend. Definitely maybe. Probably this weekend. So yeah, much love to all of you. I hope everyone stays healthy, and those going through, Kimmy, I know you're going through COVID jail, you said. Let me lower this. I really hope you feel better soon and get out. Yeah. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not going to call everyone out. Just going to end it right here. So take care, y'all. Catch you real soon. Mr. Captain signing off. Till next time.